Hi guys, this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and today I actually had a request because somebody actually seen my What's for Dinner video, and we had mashed potato cakes, and they actually wanted to see how I make mashed potato cakes. There's really nothing to it at all. What I have here is a large skillet, and I am putting some vegetable oil, just enough to do just like a shallow fry. You just don't want your potatoes to be able to stick. You want to turn it on medium heat, and I don't usually add my potato cakes until I know that the skillet is pretty nice and warm. So we're waiting for that to happen. And then you're going to want a plate where I have put about a half a cup of flour, maybe a cup of flour on, and then you're going to need some salt and pepper, and then your mashed potatoes. And these mashed potatoes were left over from, I don't know, a couple nights ago, and I got a good bit here left over, so I'm going to show you how to make your mashed potato cakes. It's very, very simple. So let me make sure this pan is getting good and hot. And I want to make sure you guys can see everything I'm doing. So all you do is you have to use your hands for this. You want to take your mashed potatoes and you just want to make like a patty with it, like you would if you were, you know, making a hamburger patty or a salmon patty. And kind of flatten it out just like that. And then I'm going to dredge it in my flour. And you want to make sure that your potato cake is good and covered. And I just put it on the side here with my flour until I know that my grease is nice and warmed up for me. And I've got my patty, the second one, and I want to dredge it in the flour. My grandmother always made these, my mother always made these, and as a kid, I absolutely am fanatical. As a child, I was fanatical about them, and as a grown-up child, I'm still as crazy about potato cakes. I love mashed potato cakes. So I'm just going to do one more here, just to show you how to do it. And you can make these any size, so if you got smaller kids, you may want to make them smaller. I got a good bit of mashed potatoes here. My guys are big. These are also good if you have leftovers and, you know, mashed potato cakes to serve with eggs in the morning. They are really good with breakfast. I love them. Okay, so I'm just going to keep making these patties with the mashed potatoes and the flour and let my grease heat up, and then I'll show you how to cook them. Lucas, would you mind pushing the red button? Thank you. Okay, I'm now putting my patties in the oil because the oil is good and hot. And I usually let these cook up about 10 minutes on both sides. I like them pretty cooked because I like the crustiness on both sides, and they'll get nice and brown. I don't overload my skillet because what happens is the more you overload any type of oil that you cook in, it will actually change the temperature of the oil, and it'll make the potato cakes get like really mushy, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to add one more potato cake. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes, and I'll come back when I have flipped them and let you see what they look like. Now while this is frying, I go ahead and I add a little bit of salt to each one and a little bit of fresh black pepper. And we still have about another 5 minutes to fry, and I'll come back and show you when I flip them. Okay, I just flipped them, and I'm going to cook them probably another 7 to 10 minutes on the other side, and then I'm just going to put them on a plate and they're going to be ready to serve. So that's fairly easy to do. Now I do know that there are other people, when they make these patties, they will add a little bit of garlic powder to their flour and a touch of paprika along with salt and pepper. But I am very plain Jane with my potato cakes, so it's all up to you guys on your preferences. But I'll show you what these look like as soon as they get done. Okay, I just took my 4 mashed potato cakes out. If you hear noises, because Lucas is in here sewing on a sewing machine behind me. But I just put 4 more patties in, as you can see right there. But this is what they look like when they are all done. And I just put a little bit more salt and pepper on the top. When they come out, they're good and brown. And believe me, they are quite tasty. I hope you all enjoyed this Sunday Simple Supper, and I will be seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.